Hello there, and welcome back to episode 29 of Koganaros, the Fortress by the Sea. And lo and behold, we're working ourselves towards the horizon. I really hope that today we're going to get this part of the bridge construction done, because it is by now really one gargantuan task. But all in all, I am quite happy that I found the tweaking to keep the FPS at a palatable rate. A couple of issues with that in the last episode. Turned out too many construction jobs are hurtful for the economy of this little fortress. And I think at this point, it's worth mentioning that these guys here are 10 elevation levels above the sea. You know, this thing is really high at this point. So, it also shows that quite often the people who are strolling towards here are quite pissed and thirsty. So it shows over the time that, they have to walk quite a long way to get all the materials into their place. But I'm also quite proud of these little fellers. So, I think we have a new mayor. No, we don't. Alright, good. You always have to keep an eye out for mayoral changes, because they then need a new office for themselves. But finally, it seems as if there's a certain speed behind things. Although I don't really like how they're walking here. This looks really dangerous in my book. They're really walking alongside of a ledge that just leads straight down to the ocean. Anyways, so last episode we also dug out tremendous amounts of gold, and I figured that it's about time to play around a little bit with that. So, remember the plaza? I felt like this place really should shine a little bit more, quite literally. We have here a couple of statues of delinquents. That's all nice and dandy, but I figured we could go and start flooring parts of this place a little bit more extravagantly, So we're going to put down today some gold flooring. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Whoopsie, wrong buttons. So here I'm using the classic material, the classic interface, because for really such small projects, I really do appreciate that it works like it works. So let's see how that looks before I keep it, because I'm not quite sure if I like the looks of it, but I felt like we got so tremendously much gold. We should really do something with that. I also realized that I don't need to limit these jobs anymore. So they were limited in some regard, but they don't need any limits anymore. So we can't just say, if there's any gold nuggets, go smelt that stuff, because now we have a magma smelter, so it doesn't matter anymore. I'd rather have that stuff processed than having it lying around as boulders. So apart from that, well, I don't know what we're going to do besides that. I still have somewhere a magnetite smelting job, I think. This is really horrible over the course of the time here. So there it is. There's my magnetite job, and here we do the same thing yet again. We're just assigning it to smelt it all. Bam. End of the story. Since we got the access now to magma, there's no need to hold us back anymore. But at the same time, I feel a little bit like I want that magma here as well. So we got still that magma system here. So I felt like we're going to do a new little billing here. I just feel like we're not we're missing out on something. Okay. So we're going to pick up the minecarts, and we're going to pick them up from here. There we go. So the most important thing, though, is going to be that we're assigning wheelbarrows to this task. So whoever is going to carry those things has at least a wheelbarrow available for himself. Okay, so let me know. Can I pause stockpile? Is that a possibility? No? Well, I think by doing what I'm doing here at the end of the day, all the minecarts should be down there at some point, because I ordered them to move them down there. This stockpile has no orders to take this minecarts from somewhere else, so he would only take the spillover of this little system here. So it should be all working out as intended. I just felt like I want more smelting capacities. And since we had a little bit of a working accident here, this pit is left. So there's only one smelter. That's not enough in my opinion. Okay, little projects, you know, just a little project. Let's see. So that doesn't look pleasant. It was an attempt to beauty up the place. So what happens if we engrave these? Do they look better then? Do we get the same look as with these tiles? Because then it might be something to be worth noting, but I have missed out on installing the mod which makes these things more beautiful when I start the series out. Well, that's a shame. That looks like wooden plank floors, and gold wood plank, yeah, that sounds fancy, but it is not fancy. Okay, so we still got more logs available than we're using currently. Brilliant. I didn't expect that. Okay, so when we're looking up here, wow, look at them go. There's already so much done of that stuff, and oh god, here we have the same processing issue again. So let's see if I make that one top priority. Maybe that'll break the curse? Yes. Okay, now at least that. There were a lot of blocks assigned here that were unreachable, and that causes FPS drops when the dwarves try to path towards something which is unpathable. That's one thing I did realize a while ago. Also, it seems like my project here is taking quite some toll on my workforce. Ah, well. But I think it was mostly the delays here because of other reasons. Okay. Oh, this is so nice. We're reaching the end of our journey, my friends. Well, there's still quite a lot of things to be done, but I am so looking forward to the moment when we get the waterfalls going here, and everything will be just gorgeous, you know. So, well, for inlay works, I think it might be okay. I'm going to make this happen on the other side for the sake of symmetry, but I'm somehow not a big fan. Sadly. Alrighty, there we go. But I think engraved it does make quite a nice impression there. Definitely makes this alcove look like a little bit more than it does right now. I think we need some sort of a pathing, some sort of a pattern here in the center of this plaza for the sake of beauty. Because currently it just looks a little bit like there's nothing defining going on that thing. Just double checking on the symmetry of this place. Nothing would hurt me more than realizing by the end of everything that oh! Damn! So, yeah. Welcome, Your Highness. Oh boy. So the Queen starts to reside in Koganaros That is good news. I mean, I think it is just so darn fitting to the story of this entire civilization that this this piece of prestige is the place where the queen wants to live at, you know? All of dwarvenkind will be jealous of our fortress here, since it is sitting on a pretty unique geographical position. Beautiful. I like it when story writes itself, but well, it is also quite a burden, cause we got a very needy dwarf now to fulfill her needs. So let's take a look at this fine young individual. She's actually really only 33 years old. So wow, I wonder when that was the case. So one of our axe dwarfs is our half brother. We have a nephew of the queen here. It's quite interesting to look at these things, you know? Well, she's worshipping the regular old gods here. Let's see, preferences of Her Highness. Is there anything we can provide? Tubigate. Bismuth bronze. Huh. So we do have bismuth here, so we could make something happen here. So, well, I sadly have to admit that I have, besides bismuth bronze, nothing around. I don't think that this kind of stone is living here, so too bad. Too bad. Okay, well, we're going to disable Her Highness from working, of course, because, you know, what are you talking about to begin with? So, yeah, it's her first appearance in any of my fortresses as well. She's never been part of a different site government, except for the Stockade of Sieges, and I bet that is the old home of hers. Let's see. I have to dig into the history here. Yeah, there it is, the Stockade of Sieges. So that's been our old mountain home. The queen has traveled all over the land to Kogan Ross. Okay. So that's how it goes down today. So I think we have to put up a couple of statues. So let's go for the forges. And let's see, old statues. I want to have 2 statues about the... yeah, okay. Give me a sec. What's her name again? Statues of the Queen, of course. Momus Niles Keskal. Alright. I can keep that for a bad moment. Alright, there we go. So, 2 statues of that fine young lady. Let's see if I have any other... So I have bronze bars. I don't know how to make bismuth bronze, actually. Let's check this out. Bismuth bronze requires bismuth bars. So, smelt bismuthinite. Okay, so tell you what, we're going to try that. So, let's see. Obviously, we need to smelt that stuff before we can properly transform it with bronze bars into bismuth bronze, but it'll be a bit of a lengthier process to get that done, so I'm setting up the backbone of that. So we're putting up this here, the usual suspects, you know, a couple of wheelbarrows, stockpile for that stuff. So, 2 statues for the queen herself, about the queen herself. We're going to work on that topic over the board, but now we need to carve out a proper apartment for Her Highness, you know. So this is so far the nobleman's parlor. We have the home for a baron, home for a duke, and now we need home fit for a queen. So first of all, I want to have a connector here. I don't want to have this so disconnected from the rest of the fortress. And since this is going to be the queen's quarters, I want to have this as a proper promenade. So first of all, we're going to go down here, and this is going to be the queen's tomb, you know, proper big building, you know, with side altars. There we go. Let's make that symmetrical. So far, this civilization was a lot about symmetry, so we're going to keep it symmetrical. Okay, so that's the blueprint for the tomb. There goes her royal bedroom. You know, we're going to have everything magnificently big. And so now we're going for... There's not enough room here, I'd say. I don't want to connect the bedroom of the queen with any other official things. But, oh, we don't have that much room left here anymore. Damn. So, obviously, we're going to have... Yeah, this is going to be really good. So, office and... Probably that's a little bit too small here. So, let's make it happen like that. How much room is there left? Not much, but just about enough to get that going, yeah. Alright. I'm super happy about that, you know? This is really, really great. I like this, this type of story that's just coming together here. Alright. So, we've struck some gemstone. Nice. So this is just the perfect little project to do while I'm waiting for my bridge to get done here, you know. So, you stupid little jurists, come on. Help yourselves. I'll help you to help while you're helping yourselves. So, let's see. The magma tunnels, well, that project will take a while until it is finished, I guess. So, her queen's apartments should be really done in pretty much no time. I at least suspect that. This should be really quickly done. Here. They're worried about the magma above. They don't need to be. This is a controlled situation. There's nothing to worry about. Alright, we're excavating quite a substantial amount of gemstone here while we're doing this. Sweet. So, I figured that for this pompous plan, we're going to go for flooring made entirely out of gold. That's so over the top, but it is the queen of dwarven kind, okay? So, show some respect. I don't understand why Gabbro... Ah, yeah, maybe because I don't know. We're going to make it... Since it's a one-time project, I'm going to make it with this menu here. It's suboptimal because you can't draw stuff like that. But, you know, I don't mind. So this is how we do it old school, you know? So this entire palace will be with the gold stuff on the floor. This will make up for the very cramped environment because we don't have that much room to work with. It's a very small project. You know, the entire fortress here is, or the entire area here isn't that large. But I figured that this would be a really, really nice way of powering up the apartments here. So, somewhat considering making doors out of bismuth bronze or something like that to tickle our fancy. There we go. And already we're not getting enough gold anymore, you know. Already this thing here is overburdened with the task. It's just what I've foreseen. We need more smelting. But the good part is our green glass block production is wearing like a machinery. Happy parts. It's really good. So, there we go. I picture this here, by the way, as sort of a family crypt, you know? That's why that's also why it's so huge. So, oh yeah, I cannot assign stuff that I don't have. But I don't want to dig into my planner now and find out why he cannot assign gold. I vaguely remember that I blocked him from doing so. So that's a shiny, sparkly apartment, my friends. So what do we have here? Oh, we have the first mandate of Her Highness. And the outpost liaison also wants a really great pot of, oh gosh, coffins. This is so fitting considering that these guys are, you know, such a morbid culture. That's why I'm laughing so hard, because you know their deities are about death and whatnot, and the queen, build me some coffins. Just so right on spot, Her Highness. Beautiful. I love it when a story writes itself like that. So we're going to make some really different ones for a change. Let's make them out of petrified wood. Petrified wood is magma safe and very low weight. It's a very special material. Alright. So, that's so darn exciting. So let's see. Is everything up here in order? So I gotta work fast on fulfilling these needs. I obviously also need to design out where the outpost liaison can live at. Here we are really making huge progress. Sweet. Oh boy. So I don't want to distract my fine young men here. And women, of course. So we're going to wait it out until they are done with that part. So, let's get back downstairs to her royal chambers. So this is a really difficult situation out of several reasons, because, you know, these people, they want extravagant rooms all of a sudden, and room is that one resource we are always notoriously undersupplied. So the outpost liaison has to live with the fact that he got to live with the workers, you know. So we're going to excavate the outpost liaisons things here. I just have no room left to squeeze that into the apartments above. No chance. So here again, tomb first. Going for a bedroom like that. And connecting now into the office. And that follows into the dining room. I hope that'll work out for him. Let's make that a little bit like that. So, let's see. I am looking for more gold bars. So, yeah, we won't get that in time together. So, let's get started. This is going to be the bedroom. So we're having 2 beds, of course, here, you know. Really annoyed about that asymmetry here, but, well, we can't fix that by just doubling the doors and then everything will look symmetrical again. Brilliant fix. So, let's do the bedroom. Not here, though. Not here either. So there goes the queens. Then we go for the office situation here. So an office only needs a chair to begin with. Just want to start assigning those rooms now. So what the queen does not have no room at all for herself. That is imperative right now to me. And let's see. Edit filters. Oh, now that is a sweet one. Jeez, is that useful? All right, so we're... I mean, I don't get it because I do have gold bars. Did I have... Ah, here. That's because I disabled them here. I knew that I had one setting that disabled them somehow. Oh, man. This is so good. Jeez. You know, the little things. Those little things that you just realize way too late. Boy, oh boy, is that good. Jeez, is that good. Because that means I can now easily work with what I got without breaking a sweat anymore, you know? Can't just pick up the materials. Oh, jeez. It can be all so easy when you know what you're doing. Alright. Alright. I don't want golden flooring in that staircase. This would have been a catastrophe if they'd sealed that staircase, by the way. Might have been even people trapped by that. Okay. So, let's continue. Let's put the dining hall of Her Highness here. Okay. I mean, these rooms should have, due to the gold used, already a absurdly high value. Gold on the floor increases the value of a room tremendously. So, the stoneworkers want their own guild. If anybody in this fortress deserves their own guild lot, then it's the stoneworkers. For real. They are doing a insane job until here. So, wait a sec, this is the wrong thing. But there is right now a tremendous amount of things happening all at the same time at once. So, here. Now, the queen has at least... Let's see, she doesn't have a... mausoleum yet, and yeah, there we go. 10 chests, 5 cabinets, 5 of each. 10 freaking chests. Yeah, so let's put 4 of them here, 2 of them here, That's how quickly you can get them done. So let's put the rest there. 5 cabinets. 1 into the office. And weapon racks and armor racks. So there we go. Let's put one at the door, kind of like some little thing for the guests to put their gear down, you know. Armor stands left and right of that one. Armor stand for the guests. Armor stand for Her Highness. So this is a very temporary setup for a throne room. Admittedly, it lacks some dignity and style, but we're going to work on that as soon as possible. My good friends, I think I did Her Highness as well as I could to begin with. We're going to continue next episode with gearing out the needs of Her Highness and the outpost liaison, furthermore residing here as well. So I hope you enjoyed the ride. I certainly did. This is one hell of a nice project, and it's coming together so well, don't you think? I am looking forward to your comments. I'm looking forward to receiving many thumbs up, and consider subscribing. Feel free to check out Patreon, PayPal, or Buy Me a Coffee. I'd be really delighted if you give them a look, and a big thanks to the supporters out there. I deeply appreciate. And to all of those still hanging out here on the video, thanks for watching so much. I hope you had a great show, you have a great day, and see you soon. Bye bye.